Here I am in a sunny Newcastle. Behind me, Peking House. Why have I come all the way here? Because it had an inspection and it has a 0 hygiene rating. And I want to have, I'm not sure I do. I want to see if it's as bad as a 0 hygiene rating and as bad as some of the reviews that have been left online. I must be off my head doing this. Natasha says, worst Chinese takeaway I've ever had. Thank you, Natasha. Morgan, absolutely abysmal. Thank you, Morgan. Megan, giving it 1 star is too high. Thank you so much, Megan. Ordered the treat for our family at 9:30. Didn't turn up. I think you had a result there. Sifa, your name is. But then it's interspersed with other reviews. Great food and service, 5 star. Roxy, very friendly staff. First time trying it last week and been thinking about it ever since. She gave it 5 stars, so she obviously hasn't been thinking about it for the wrong reasons. Dale, 5 stars as well. Ibby, Stacey and Bruce, lovely food, 5 stars. So it's quite a mixed bag. It kind of has 5 stars or 1 star. Nothing kind of in between. Look, I just want to see if it deserves the bad reviews or it deserves a 0 hygiene rating. The other thing is, if it's got 0, like zip, surely it shouldn't be open. As always, let's give it a go. Enthusiasm is off the Richter scale. Take 2. Only I could do that. I forgot to put the microphone on. I've already tasted the free item, but I'm going to have to go back through it all again. As I was eating it, the chat came out, everything okay? Everything okay? I said, yeah, everything's fine, yeah. 1, because it was free. Well, what I had, first of all. So I've already had 1, so I already know what it tastes like. Salt and pepper wings. Look at the size, and that was the point I made earlier. The size on it is excellent. As you can see, this is my second one. Nice number of chilies that's on it. It's not over the top spicy. The coating on the chicken is absolutely gorgeous. It was gorgeous first time, gorgeous second time. Got a nice amount of onions in there. I'll tell you, that's good. A little bit greasy, but deep fried, free, so you can't complain. I hope you got it this second time. I'm a muppet. So we've got the curry, we've got the rice. What curry did I get? Hang on, I've forgotten what curry I got. I should be able to tell by looking at it, but just in case. I got a chicken curry, I got the egg fried rice. Now I'd already taken the lids off, so this lid is my mistake because I messed up the first time. So that lid was on there basically, and that lid was on there and I just messed up. And that's the usual Gary, isn't it? Muppet. That. Put that there because it's going to fly away. So, look at the colour of the curry. He's provided me with some cutlery, but I'm a proper Boy Scout. Brought my own. That is perfectly good-looking curry. That is the devil's food. What are you doing in there? What? Right, it's a minus. No. Most chicken curries do come, or most curries come with mushrooms. Let's get that. Let's put you there. Getting everything all over. I'll have a pea, please, Bob. Put that. I actually want a lot of the sauce. How much chicken is in here? Is there much chicken? The chicken isn't chicken chunks. They're more shredded pieces of chicken. As you take a look, I prefer chunkier pieces. I'm just going to use that fork there for a second. Let's try the sauce with the rice. I'm going to try the rice, actually. No, nothing wrong with the rice. The sauce is quite a fruity sauce. Sorry about this. Back in again. That is a really unusual sauce. So what, it's really nice. I'm used to my chicken curry, or my curries, having a little bit more of a kick, but that's quite a fruity sauce. And oh, whoa, easy, Gary. Oh, I've got a bit of a spice kick there. I like that. I'm impressed. I do. I really like that. The chicken, I much prefer chunks of chicken, not the. It's almost shredded. Look, come on, give us chunks. Nothing wrong with the chicken though. Just to prove a point. That's a good chicken curry. Put that there. I don't want anything to go cold here. Oh. So is this beef in black bean sauce? No, it's not. It's roast duck in black bean sauce. I ordered it. I should know, really, shouldn't I? So take a glance. Nice portion. Duck. You'd be crackers not to like this. So you've got red peppers, green peppers, lots of black bean sauce. I am Mr. Black Bean Sauce. My favourite is beef in black bean sauce. I'd already ordered a beef dish, so I thought, well, we've got to try a little bit of Monica on the got to try a bit of everything. So, the duck. That's really good as well. The sauce, yeah, I like the sauce as well. A lot of pepper in it. That's nice. That is really actually quite tasty. See, what do people know they're talking about? They know nothing. They know nothing. Yeah, that's damn good as well. Okay. Pop you there. Keep going. Aha! Here we have the ribs. In my book, you always tell a good Chinese regarding the ribs. Salt and pepper ribs. So I imagine they're quite similar to the chicken wings. Nice. I've got to say, again, got a real nice flavour to it. Salt and pepper. The biggest piece I picked up here is very fatty. We'll see this little fella hiding at the bottom. A little bit tough, but certainly nothing that a good dentist couldn't put right. They're okay. First kind of little bit of a disappointment, but I like that. Crikey, you're not going to go hungry after eating that. So, huge piece of pizza there. Didn't like the flavour of that. Close up here. That's kind of a strange looking piece of beef. I didn't like the flavour of the first piece. Sorry about that, I had to cut. That beef is absolutely shocking. It's slimy. It's got not a pleasant taste to it at all. Yeah. No, certain a bowl to go for the chow mein. That's a no-no. I mean, it was really tasteless and greasy, but beef was awful. That was good, and I was so pleased with the situation. Oh, hang on, I've got one left to go. I know what this is. The king prawn chop suey. Now, this is the one the lady said. King prawns are absolutely not good. They have the dread mushrooms in there, but I knew that because I've often had chop suey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 king prawns. Nice size to the king prawns. Phone's ringing. So clearly other people are ordering. King prawns are really nice. Sweet. Meaty. Straight from the sea to the freezer to the supermarket to here. Oh, I found another one. The prawns are actually very tasty. Chop suey sauce. That's nice as well. So you've got the noodles in there. Bean sprouts, onions, mushrooms. Oh. That's actually really tasty. What a mixed bag. What a real mixed bag, because... let's put this in some kind of order. Yeah, no, you go there as well. The beef chow mein was absolutely vile. There's, that's a 0. That's a 0 out of 10. The ribs are very average. And that to me is no more than, especially portion size as well. And I prefer longer and bigger ribs than what I've got there. You see, look, tiny little things. And for the money, that's too much. Not that great. But everything else, I've been really pleasantly surprised. Is it up there? Oh, that caught me again. No, it's not the best Chinese. It's not even close to being the best Chinese ever, but I have been privileged enough to eat in a Michelin star Chinese restaurant, so it's never going to be like that. This is just your normal, regular Chinese takeaway that's at the end of your street, and you're like, yeah, let's give it a go. However, I wouldn't complain on an awful lot of dishes I've had at all. I wouldn't, no. That is the only real major issue. I am going to tell him that's the actual issue. Cool. Okay. Hiya there. Tell you what, it must be good in certain places because that fella was running down the street. I just realised he works here. He's late. Right, but let's tuck in. Bring some of it back to the hotel. Everything else was very, very good. Okay, but you need to, honestly, you need to take a look at that. That was, the beef tastes not good.
Beef chow mein not good.
No, the beef...
it's juicy one, have some sauce. We also have dry one.
No, I understand that. But is the actual taste of the beef itself tastes not good.
Beef not good. Beef not good.
Not good. Not good. So, anyhow, but apart from anything else, nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay.
给他说，我们去
做更好.
做得
Yeah,
更好
we'll make better.
Yeah, no, that's my advice. Yeah, that was the only one I didn't like. But anyhow, no worries. Guys, no, I don't want that now. No, I'm going to have the rest of it. I'm going to eat the rest of it, but I definitely don't want to eat that. Okay, you take care. Okay. Have a nice day now. Thank you. Peking House. Mixed reviews online. First of all, hygiene rating. Let's hope they actually get that up to 5-star. It does look clean in there, so I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And in fairness, I'd imagine there's going to be an issue with paperwork because the guy who was serving front of house spoke very, very little English. But overall, I did enjoy it. I want to start with what I did not enjoy was the beef chow mein. Absolutely rancid. That was like a 0. It's one of the worst Chinese dishes I've ever tried. I did bring it back in. I explained to him. He said he's very, very sorry, and, you know, and I'm very sorry. We'll try to improve. We'll try to improve. He went to give it back to me. I said, no, the only way you're going to improve it is if you actually try it yourself. I said, because that beef in there doesn't taste great, and the chow mein wasn't much better. The salt and pepper ribs, a little bit on the tough side. A little bit on the soft side, but not enough to actually keep moaning and complaining about. That was £6.80. The chow mein was £7.30. Huge portion. There's no point. You can give a whole bucket full if you like, but if it's not tasty enough, it's no good. But the salt and pepper ribs, I thought were good. I really liked the wings. Now, they were free, so I'm bound to really like them. I did like the wings. The chicken curry, really tasty. That was a kind of a fruity, spicy curry. And actually, I've got to tell you, that was one of the best I've had. I really did like that. The only disappointment on that was the actual chicken. I prefer cubes and chunks of chicken breast more so, but there were more slices. That was £6.60. The king prawns, chop suey, yes. Plenty of prawns, I think eight I counted in total. £7.50. I think that's possibly, yeah, it's up there as one of the best dishes I've had here, so out of all of them. The duck in black pepper, really like that as well. Mark's going to give it. Do you know, I would have actually marked it higher if it wasn't for the beef chow mein. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Do you know, I just think it's a nice little Chinese takeaway. Yeah. Overall, no, I think it's okay. You know, reviews online. Again, I've gone back and checked. Quite a few of them were actually complaints that they placed orders and the orders arrived late or the orders didn't arrive. But again, if you're using sort of delivery services, not necessarily their own delivery services, that's going to happen. If you're using their delivery service and they're arriving late, there's no excuse for that. Guys, if you can like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate it. And until next time, bye-bye. I tell you what, it's not a bad Chinese, and they're very, very friendly in there as well. Until next time, bye-bye.